Hello guys, get out of this cloud here. Just got back down from the workshop again, where I seem to spend most of my time doing one thing or another. And while I was farting around up there, I come up with a thought of I'm smoking my, I could do my housekeeping like Jay says. This is my little, actually it just says made in France is all it says on it. It's a little French, that's that little one that I showed earlier that had the bad top that I put the silver cap. That's my little shop pipe, or it was up in the shop till I brought it back down here and never took it back up. Today I had, well actually a couple days ago I had, I don't know how old this Wellington is because I don't know how to tell the date on a Wellington. But I was sitting there thinking I'd watched some people on their videos. There's a couple different guys that are smoking Wellington pipes. And somebody had made the comment about the Wellingtons getting wet and gurgly. And I know there's been a few people mentioning it on here about Peterson pipes. Well, a Wellington basically is a Peterson system pipe. And this is the Wellington that I here. That's my Wellington that I just got done. It was a little dirty and somebody had sanded on the top of the rim trying to clean the schmutz off the top of it, and they had it looking pretty rough, so I went and rebuffed it out on the top so that it's got rid of all the sanding scratches and stuff that they'd put on the top of it. And the ring was all oxidized up, almost white on it, and I buffed that ring back out. And there were some scratches in the stem. There's still a few little spots left in there. I sanded them down, cleaned them out, polished the stem up, cleaned the stem. The pipe was really dirty inside. And well, I'll get back to that. Then I got another little deal on my. I'll get to what I started talking about here in just a second. And this is another one. One of my earlier videos I was talking about, oops, going the wrong way, Dr. Grabos, and the fact that you can get some awful nice looking Dr. Grabos. Now this is one it just came in the mail today. I took it up to the shop and I waxed it up. It really wasn't super dirty on the pipe itself, but the stem looked like it was a Cumberland stem. It was so brown. I thought it was Cumberland. What this is a, excuse me, getting old, need magnifying glass to read. This is a Westbrook. It's a Dr. Grabo Westbrook. And you can tell a Westbrook by the fact that, if it'll show up on here, that marking, the spade marking on a Dr. Grabo is red on here instead of white. And these pipes are also, they're supposed to be a stinger pipe, but this one's missing the stinger like so many of them are, which is okay because the pipes still work just fine. It's 6+ inches long. I don't know, I can't find my tape measure. It's seems to me it's like about 6 1/4, which is big for Dr. Grabo. Oh, it's right at 6 inches, which is for most of the Dr. Grabos are like 5 1/2, just like the standard K-Woodies and stuff. So this is more of a normal size pipe. It's a good half hour or better smoke. It's a nice deep chamber. I had to ream the chamber out a little bit. I had to do a little cleaning on it, but these old Westbrooks for the most part are a waxed finish, like most of your better pipes are. They're not that varnished finish. Now this may look like it's been varnished, but that's just Canuba wax on there. So anyway, that's another one of my rants on the fact that you still, these old Westbrooks, the Westbrooks, the Emperors, there was one other one too of the Dr. Grabos that if I find one, and I don't, there's another one that I can't remember what the name of it is, but they're the higher end of the Dr. Grabos. There are some really nice Dr. Grabos out there. They're not all just junker pipes. And so on these Wellingtons, and I don't know whether anybody realizes it or not, but you can do the same thing on a Peterson pipe. You can put a filter in them. And if you got a pipe that's gurgling, now a lot of people don't like these little, you can either call them a Dr. Grabo or a medical filter, but that is what these pipes are made to take. They're made to have a filter in them. They're actually designed to have that. The Wellingtons anyway are actually designed to have a 6mm filter put in them. A lot of people don't like the paper filters. Oops, going the wrong way into them. So you do have an option. A paper filter will, well, I still need to do some cleaning in the back side of that pipe. The paper filters will knock down some of the taste and stuff that you get in the pipe, but they will absorb the moisture, kind of like a Stinger does. But if you don't want to sacrifice the taste and the draw on the pipe so much, there is another alternative, and that's a Savinelli 6mm triangular balsa filter. And the 6mm balsa filter will slip right into these pipes. Just don't stick it in so far that you can't get it out, because they're not as long as the 6mm paper filters. But that, I won't guarantee 100% will get rid of your gurgle problem, but it'll, if you keep a little bit of it sticking out the end, you know, like a 1/4 inch or so, or maybe a little better, sticking out the end, that'll absorb the moisture. And usually the gurgle in your pipe is up in the stem of the pipe is where you'll get the gurgle. And if you can stop the moisture from getting into the stem of the pipe, you won't get the gurgle. And these little 6mm balsas really won't affect the taste of your tobacco at all. They're just a moisture absorber is all they are. And then when you're done smoking, throw it away. The paper filters will pretty much do the same thing. They do alter the taste of your tobacco a little bit though, but that'll stop a lot of the gurgle problems that you get in these pipes. Now a Peterson pipe will take a 6mm filter too. They don't advertise it as such, but you can put a 6mm Savinelli or a 6mm Dr. Grabo or medical filter into a Peterson pipe. The only thing is, in a Peterson pipe, you've got to cut the filters a little bit shorter, because they're not actually bored out inside to take a full-length 6mm filter. But they will go in there. So that's my ramble, I guess, for I just figured I'd throw that out there so people knew. This little thing takes a 6mm filter too if you want to put one in it. But if you get a Peterson system pipe or these old, well, you can still buy these Wellingtons. They still make Wellington pipes. But the Wellingtons are actually designed to put a 6mm filter in. And you can do the same thing to the little 6mm balsas work really nice in the Petersons because they're short enough. Those Savinelli filters, I've used them. Well, I owned quite a few Savinelli pipes, so I've used those in my Savinellis quite a bit. If you get a tobacco that's real moist or whatever, and you can use the paper filters. If you get one that's a little stronger, you can kind of knock some of the tongue bite and stuff down in a pipe by throwing a filter in there. I sometimes smoke a filter, sometimes I don't. I've got a few pipes that even have 9mm filters, and there is a, instead of using the charcoal filters, their Savinelli does make a 9mm balsa filter. So you don't have to use the charcoal filters. The balsa filters are a little cheaper, but anyhow, I just had to put that out there so people knew that you can put filters into the old, both the Peterson and these guys here, the Wellingtons. So, and that will by stopping the moisture from getting up into your stem should eliminate, maybe not 100% of the gurgle, but it should eliminate quite a bit of it. So tell my next big brainstorm. We'll see you later.